State and local prison officials are stepping up efforts now to confiscate smuggled narcotics, especially drug-soaked paper.
They say that type of contraband is posing a huge threat to the safety of both inmates and staff. 19 investigator Mike Mason has the details.
We recently told you how the Lorain County Sheriff's Office has been cracking down on this drug known as Tune. Statewide, officers have been seizing millions of dollars worth of drugs and contraband.
Tune is paper soaked with bug spray, which inmates then smoke to get high. According to state corrections officials, it remains one of the biggest security threats throughout the state's jails and prisons. In recent years, they've confiscated over 16,000 pieces of drug-laced paper. This is video of a prison canine during a training exercise. Ohio's Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections says these dogs serve as the most effective weapons for detecting drugs and other types of contraband. They currently have 14 canines covering all 28 prisons located throughout the state. At the Lorain County Jail, there's only one. This is Chewy. She's the only canine at the sheriff's office capable of detecting Tune. She joined the force a few months ago. Her handler, Deputy Scott Holbrook, says when prisoners smoke Tune, they can quickly be thrown into a violent psychosis.
How do they act?
Very erratic. It's like it's not even a person. If they try to hurt themselves, we got to stop that. We put them in suicide gowns, and sometimes we have to do a restraint here just to keep them safe.
Tune is often sprayed on letters sent to inmates. That's one reason ODRC announced last month they're now processing all state prison mail at a centralized facility in Youngstown. In Lorain County, the sheriff's office scans these letters themselves. They then upload them digitally to inmate tablets. According to ODRC, over the past 5 years, canines have detected over $115 million worth of contraband in state prisons. In addition to drugs like fentanyl, marijuana, meth, heroin, and cocaine, the dogs also found dozens of cell phones and thousands of dollars in cash.
Ohio's Department of Corrections recently won a national competition for drug-detecting canines. Bay and her handler, Matt Gillum, outperformed 49 other teams from correctional agencies across the country. This year, they were both proud to be called the top dogs. Mike Mason, 19 News.